Waking up to green, ain't no better feeling than that. Population got your bankroll fat. Went from digging in the crates to looking up the stats. Now bookies crashing now when the Degens stat. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united to all rob the bookies. I'm a Degen. You a Degen. We some Degen. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. We some Degen. And we should be friends. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. You a Degen. We some Degen. You a Degen. I'm a Degen. We some Degen. And we should be friends.
As always, we keep the applause going for the man.
What's up, Degens? What's up, Unrated?
What's up?
Yesterday was solid, man. You had some college basketball plays that all hit on Underdog. Combine that with NBA alt-unders, too. Stacking those alt-unders over time, man. I know it's a slow build and a long grind, but long season, it adds up over time, man. I think it's a smart way to go.
I love it.
I tell you what, I know you probably agree with me, but it feels a lot better if you're going to do an alt under than an over.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yes. After so much time and experience, you notice it. You don't even have to keep perfect track. You just notice. It just happens. It's so much easier. So many factors come into play for unders, especially all unders. Man, it's hard for them to get up there. So your cornet play like that yesterday, I already knew.
I did him so many different ways. He was the easiest under. I did his regular PRA line, PR, regular point line, the alt PRA, streaked it on Underdog. Like it was play the day.
Taco. You tacoed it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, E, man, I'm telling you guys, I've watched his last 3 games. And he's different this season. And I swear he's better now because of his footwork. I think they worked on his footwork during that time off because, he missed the beginning of the season, dealing with the injury, and came back a little bit later in the season so far. And he's moving on switching on defense faster and better. I think his agility and stamina is up, man. So cardio, footwork. He beasted again on offense last night too. 19 points, 15 rebounds, and man, watching Cornette try to shoot on him was hilarious. He was just stood no chance whatsoever, man. So I bet the bookies are gonna catch on though, man, with the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, they usually do, man. J. Cole's here.
What up, J. Cole? What up,
Too legit to quit? I think he's big too. Too legit to quit, or someone stole that name.
No, that's gotta be him.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm just playing.
And then Bagley, man, I love Bagley. Is like, he's been my homie since back in the DFA when I was playing DFS only back in the day before PrizePicks always came out in California. He's always come through for me, man, and he did it again yesterday. McCain was easy, and then both Sadiq Bey and Trey Murphy came through. We like both of them. Jimmy Butler's under came through. He did get injured, but he wasn't on pace anyway. And Kelvin, PR, and then one of the favorite things we found on stream, all of us together, was the Maxi first half PRA middle bet. It worked. It actually worked. He went over the 21.5 and stayed under the 25.5 on Underdog. So if you did that middle bet over on PrizePicks, under on Underdog, it worked out on both sites. He finished with 23. It feels really good when the middle bet comes through like that. I mean, it was the odds were in our favor though. It was really good. It's many different outlets to get there, right? But that large of a gap, discrepancy between the sites. And then the Cam Whitmore dunk. He played like absolute shit. Barely played. Got off his points because Kaishan ended up playing. Remember, we were trying to find that news on the stream if you're with us. Kaishan ended up playing. But the first minute he checks in, he clears that dunk prop. I think he only had 2 field goal made, and one of them was a dunk. So glad we got on that, man. Yeah, but new day, and this day feels tricky, guys. It feels tricky. There is a lot of news. So some of these games we're just gonna have to hold off on. Blazers announced a bunch of guys on a back-to-back. Questionable. They were midday downgrades. That's never good. Let's take a look at the recent report on them. But Chris Murray, downgraded, questionable. Robert Williams ruled out. Klingon, midday downgraded, questionable. And Denny. That's like the whole front court, main front court, right? Because Robert Williams is already out. If Klingon's out, what they would do is what they did yesterday is they ran Chris Murray at the 5 and played small ball, but he's questionable too. So if Klingon, Robert Williams, and Chris Murray are out, then that means we're gonna get Duke DeLoop, Reed, and big Asian Jokic, they call him, the Asian Jokic Yang. They're top draft pick, one of their top draft picks this year. He's interesting. He's a huge 7-footer. He's got some handles, but he seems really raw, man. So I think with Duke's experience, being a little more polished, not being a rookie like Yang, I think Duke would probably get majority of the run at the 5 if all 3 of those guys are out for Portland. And the nice thing about Duke is that he's a stretch big. He can shoot the 3 ball, so you don't have to worry about him banging around with Mobley down low. He could bring Mobley out of the paint a lot too. So, yeah, I would be interested if all 3 of those guys are out. Chris Murray, Klingon, and even Denny, and then Robert Williams is already out. Then I would definitely be interested in Duke's point prop. Back in the day, I think last
Duke
season,
DeLoop.
whenever
You love Duke DeLoop.
he came through for us last season, man.
Yeah.
Whenever he started with all the guys out, whenever he started, it was I want to say his point prop was like 8.5, and I could get down with that for sure. So look out for that. Just gotta follow the news. Luckily, that game is one of the early normal 7 p.m. Eastern games, so we'll get that news for a lock. Let's look at last year. His minutes. He's played like at least 20 minutes. Yeah, I feel like his floor is pretty much like around 8, I feel like. He had 7 against the Cavs. Same matchup here, but no Jared Allen today, right? So, yeah, look out for that. Also, actually confirm who's actually going to be starting at the 5, too. First, I doubt they start Yang, but that would be cool, man. He's an interesting player. I don't know if you guys have seen his film or watched him. He's definitely an interesting player. But outside of that, man, I mean, obviously, if Denny's out, there's so much shot volume to go around, so much RA to go around. Like, who's going to do the playmaking? Because Denny was the main distributor, man. He was running point. He was running point guard. So, is it going to be Caleb Love? That's disgusting.
Why are you hating on Caleb?
Because he's not a true point guard. He just goes out there and chucks, man.
Oh, yeah. Better than Sion James.
We'll get to him. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna mess up the whole flow of the Blazers. I feel like if Denny's out, it's gonna be a lot of ISO ball with Jeremy Grant and Mr. Sharp. They're gonna chuck. Sharp will chuck. I wonder if he's got to move into the starting rotation because he's been coming off the bench since he's come back from injury. If Denny's out, he's got to move to the starting rotation. So this feels like a blowout written all over it. If Denny is out, I mean, you're taking off 25 points off the board right away for the Blazers. And they're on a back-to-back. But it's the NBA, man. These bench guys that come in, they always surprise people. They always put up a fight, man, and games end up being closer than you think for longer than you think it would go. But Cavs are pretty much almost fully healthy, minus Jared Allen being out. Garland is back, and yeah, Garland and Donovan could go crazy in the first half here. Portland has been giving it up to the backcourt. Right now, they're giving up the most points to point guards. Yeah, point guards are torching them, man. Like true scoring guards. So, yeah, Garland and Donovan could have a big first half here, but I don't want to play the full game props especially if Denny's out. Like, I don't want to bank on these other guys in the Blazers to hold it down, keep it close, especially since it's in Cleveland. Blazers had to travel on a back-to-back, right? Where they travel from again? Where they play? Toronto? Did they had to cross the border? They play in Toronto, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. I would only consider first half here, but then you got to choose between Donovan, Garland, and maybe if you want to play Mobley, he's going against Duke and Yang. But I don't wait and see. Hopefully Denny plays, then maybe feel a little bit better if you want to do full game props here. But yeah, Spider and Garland definitely in a good spot here. Garland's assists, J. Cole says, has been nice. That's his bread and butter, right, man? I remember back before Donovan Mitchell joined the Cavs, man, Garland's assist was money. Yeah, I mean, he's racking up assists in limited time, too. So he get it done in a blowout. 6.5? It's not bad. I'm with that, J. Cole. Not allowing that many assistant point guards, the Blazers, but I think that's just because they're getting torched on like pick and roll ball handlers and point guards, man. Yeah, the bottom 7 in pick and roll, bottom 2 in transition. Yeah. The assists, what are they getting burned on the assists? They're getting mainly in the mid-range game. Okay. But I mean, obviously, if Klingon is out and Time Lord, that mid-range to within 10 feet of the basket and restricted area, that's going to be wide open, man. His dupe is not, oh my gosh, he is a horrible defender. There was that period of time, it was either last year or 2 years ago, when he was starting a lot because the Blazers are so thin in the front court because Aiden was dealing with injury and stuff. And Blazers were the best team to attack centers with. And every time you just take first half fantasy PRA for centers versus them whenever Duke was starting. So, yeah, Mobley could go crazy in the first half. It's just a matter of he gets enough of usage, right? And if Garland and Mitchell don't dominate it too much. And Tyson's been active, too. He's been shooting a lot more, scoring, too, at a high rate. And then obviously you got Hunter to worry about. So let's look at the line on Mobley. I'd only be interested if all those guys are out in the front court. Playing in Chris Murray and Time Lord. 9.5 points. I don't know if I want to mess with his PRA because, like I said, Dupe is a stretch big. He's going to Dupe is going to sit on the 3-point line a lot if he actually starts, so it could take away rebound opportunities from Mobley. So I might just do the straight up points, guys. First quarter. Four and a half. I think, and even all these guys, first quarter live, Garland, Mobley, and Mitchell. So wait and see. It's really going to matter on the Blazers. Who's in and out. Yeah, Mobley versus Dupe. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay. I think that's everything for that one. Missing anything? No. I'm trying to think. I think Kamara would definitely get a boost in RA and rebound if Denny's out. So I think that's the one you probably want to go to for RA if Denny is out. And like I said, Dupe's not, man. He's not a good rebounder, man. 20 minutes, 0 rebounds, 12 points. I mean, that's Dupe for you, man. He's just stretch scoring big. So I think Kamara's going to have to pick up a lot of the rebounding if Denny and Klingen are both out. But you just got to worry about blowout. And I can't stand rebound props, but maybe the RA, man. What's it currently at? 8.5? It's not bad. Do we have any games with Denny out this season? No. This will be the first game if he's actually out. We'll see. I mean, if he's ruled out, obviously all these guys' lines are going to adjust and bump up on the Blazers. So you're kind of rolling the dice if you take it now. Right? So that's that. Nuggets Pacers. This another big pending news in this game. Jamal Murray's questionable. I believe he's missed one game this season so far. Am I right? Yeah. And ironically, it was against the Pacers, who they're playing again today on November 8th. So maybe he just doesn't want to play the Pacers for whatever reason. And probably going to duck out again today versus them. Jokic went off scoring. I think he had 14 assists, yeah. Typical Jokic stats here. 14 rebound. But I'm mainly interested in, if Jamal's out, then Bruce Brown should start at point. I want to say, what was that, November 8th, I said? Oh, but see, Christian Brown was playing then. But Bruce Brown ended up playing pretty high minutes, 24 for him. But I think he would move into the starting lineup and run point like he's done in the past for both the Nets and the Nuggets. So I'd be interested in his props if Jamal is out. Pacers bleed rebounds. He had, in that game with Jamal out. But again, this is rebound props, man. 7 rebounds, 24 minutes. Yeah, Pacers still bottom 3 in rebounding, allowing the second most defensive rebounds. And he had 6 defensive, 1 offensive. 3.5 with juice coming in on the over -143 on DraftKings. It's just hard to say because we only have one game with Jamal out, sample size from this season. But he lands on 3 a lot, so if you want altered to 2.5, that'd feel a little bit better. Another one I'd be interested in is on PrizePicks. He also considers PR. I feel like if it's 12.5. If you just want to rely on the rebounds, if Jamal is out, but also his free throw attempt allowed on PrizePicks. I mean, there's quite a bit of game here for taking at least 2 free throws, and the Pacers foul the most in the league. Still number 1 in free throw attempts allowed, 29.9 per game. And it's only 1.5, so he needs to just like get an offensive rebound, which he does a lot, and then get fouled on the putback, or drives the basket. He just takes one shooting foul and he clears it, and it's the Pacers, man. So, did they remove it? They fucking removed it. It was on here right before we got on stream. Okay. Never mind, guys. But yeah, if Jamal's out, maybe the PR or the PRA, but Pacers still not giving out that many assists, and we know Jokic will play make a lot more Jamal out. So I would say the PR fantasy then, if Jamal's out. Let's see, how much fantasy did Mr. Brown have in that game? That Pacers game. 16. Because he has a steal upside for sure. Okay, wait and see on the news. And then obviously Jokic, first half definitely play against the Pacers. He torched them last time in. But I don't know. I don't think was Huff starting at center at that time, or was it Isaiah Jackson back then? Because they've recently moved to Huff as the starter. No, it was Isaiah Jackson. Okay. What's Jokic's first half line? That's high, man. He's normally 25.5 or 26.5, 28.5. Woo. I think I'm gonna pass, guys. I get it. Or if Jamal is out and with AG being out too, if you want to consider his first quarter points, I could be in play too. Since he's gonna play the whole first quarter. But it's 10.5. Oh my gosh, man.
Sir Latido's here though.
What's up, Sir Latido?
JG's here too. He said Garland points. J. Cole says I like Huff.
JG, yeah, we're just talking about Garland. Great matchup for Garland, man. Only concern we just talk about is the blowout. And then if Donovan Mitchell goes black hole. But yeah, they're allowing the most points to point guards. Blazers, so I think him and Donovan Mitchell and Mobley, all 3 in play for sure. You like Huff, Jacob? Yeah, I mean, Jokic gets cooked, but he gets cooked by like traditional centers that attack the basket because he's so slow on defense. Huff is just going to chuck threes. Let's see how Jokic is doing. Centers 3-point allowed, 3-point made. Top 5. It's good. I could be with it. I mean, his if you worry about blow, I mean, if Jamal's out, yeah, the Pacers are horrible though, but maybe it doesn't blow up. But his first half prop was pretty low, man. I think it's like 8.5 PRA. Yeah, 8.5. But he's mainly getting that in points. He's been coming out on fire to start the games, and then he dies. I noticed that what they'll do, I caught it twice. They'll bump his point line up to like 18.5 or 16.5 live, because he comes out and hits like 3 threes right away off the rip, and then he always falls short of that live point. I don't know what happened, but he just dies later on in the game. Yeah, see, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 7 in the first half. The last 2 games, he's just been on fire to start the game. So the first half could work, man. I don't know about the PRA. He's not much of an RA guy here. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just what's the points at? 5.5. Can you hit 2 threes, Mr. Huff? Feels like a little degen, right? Take a shot on it. Lowest all-type play for sure, yeah. I mean, the majority of his shot volume was 3-pointers, right? So, I mean, if you want to ult it, like what, just take his 1.5 3-point made? It's like minus 200. It could be a decent goblin filler. Okay. Yeah, but he has been coming out on fire from the start. I think J-Val, now that J-Val is going against Isaiah Jackson, primarily in the first half, I think his first half is live too. He's a hard click, man, but he plays majority of his minutes in the first half, unless it's a blowout. He'll play more minutes in the fourth quarter. Like he could feast on the glass in this matchup with how bad the Pacers are at rebounding. His first half period is 8. I like him in a 7.5, but yeah, see Dallas, not a good rebounding team. Crushed it in that first half against them. He's going to play about 8 minutes. So you need a PRA per minute. Or you go to like Bruce Brown, first half fantasy if Jamal is out, but that'll definitely bump if Jamal's ruled out, right? Yeah, I think the J-Bell is interesting, man. Dude, I wish we had a free throw prop for him. Isaiah Jackson's definitely gonna foul him. For sure. The dude has the highest foul rate in the NBA. His rebound is only 5.5 against the Pacers. The problem is he just doesn't play much in the second half if the game is close. He only checks in, like Jokic will play the entire third, and then if it's a close game, J-Val will check in and start the fourth, and then he'll only play like 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. So like really he's playing like around 4 to 5 minutes total in the second half in a close game. So, all right. But wait and see. Let's see what we gotta wait on the Jamal news. Anything from Pacers for you guys here besides we talked about Huff? I think Isaiah Jackson has a hard time versus J-Val. I've been noticing like bigs near the rim are not doing much against J-Val on the glass and scoring. So his unders could definitely be in play. Matherin's going through it lately, man. After coming out on fire. I don't know. I don't want to play any Pacers. I think I'm good on that. Yeah. Bruce Brown, I have interest in if Jamal's out. Some slight interest in JVL. First half. Monitor how the game's going. If it is blowing out, then you can jump on JVL's live props. Because then he's gonna he'll go from playing 4 minutes in the start of the fourth to like 8 to 9 minutes in the fourth, and Jokic will never check back in fourth. Okay. Spurs Magic. Another team is giving it up to the guards, right? Second most the point guards, right behind the Blazers. Yep, right behind the Blazers. So Fox would be the logical choice here, but it's coming off a back-to-back. So I just don't like playing guys in a back-to-back. They're overs. This is going to be Fox's first back-to-back on the season if he plays. The Spurs have not officially released injury report on a back-to-back yet. So that's not good. You never know. They could rest one or two key guys. So I wouldn't touch any Spurs props right now. Yeah, yet to submit. So I don't know. But yeah, Fox would be the logical choice. Obvious choice here in this matchup. He was struggling in that Memphis game. I was watching it. And he got most of his points in the fourth quarter from free throws. He went 9 of 10 free throw shooting. Magic are struggling against pull-up shooting and against pick-and-roll ball handlers. 100% of the players similar to Fox clear their point line. 7 of 7 players against the Magic here. Magic's defense has been so bad at times, man. Dylan Harper could be interesting if they rest any of the vets on the Spurs. He's looked good in his last 2 games, but he's just playing limited minutes since coming back from injury because he was out for almost a month, right? He might be one they might rest on a back-to-back since they're easing him in. Who knows? But he's young. He's a rookie. Harrison Barnes had the biggest game yesterday. It was so annoying. Made me sweat Keldon. He has these every once in a while, man. He just doesn't miss from 3. At one point, he was like 4 of 5 from 3 or 5 of 6 or something stupid. So he just kept shooting. Took 12 threes, 7 of 12, 20 shots. When he averages like 10, double his field goal attempt that game. He was 12 and a half points last night. I took the under. I just do that when guys coming off fake games like that. So, and he's on a back-to-back. And Magic catch and shoot defense, top 2. And that's where all his points are coming from. Top 4 in spot-up shooting, too. Against wings. So, I took a stab at him. Now it's 11 and a half. So, I don't know. I would wait on the news because it would suck. You take an under on a guy like him, and then they rule out Keldon, Harper, or Vassell, or Fox, or anybody like that. And he goes back to chucking again tonight. How do you guys feel about Franz PRA under here? 35 and a half. And he's just he's not getting that lately. I mean, Spurs top 2 defense within 10 feet. 3rd defensive rank versus his position. They're not giving up many rebounds. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know the usage. What's up, J-Main? What up, man? I took Anthony Black 11.5 field goal attempt today. Okay. Spurs should be cool on back-to-back. Haven't had one in almost a month. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's why, I have no idea how they're going to handle it. And it's just kind of weird that they haven't released the report yet. I don't know, man. 35.5. And what's the spread? Magic 8.5. Doesn't that seem kind of crazy? I don't know. That seems kind of crazy, man. I know the Magic are good at home. They're 8-3 at home, and the Spurs are on a back-to-back. So the bookies, I think the bookies must be just accounting for the back-to-back, man. And maybe they think one of the key Spurs guys is going to sit. I don't know. Or it's just back-to-back in general. That spread doesn't seem right to me because the Magic have been so inconsistent. And actually, they've been playing a little bit better with Caro out. But what do you guys think? I was thinking either Wendell under or Franz, but at the same time, I've been burned taking unders versus teams on a back-to-back because the defense is just gassed. And then they just get lit up and they're lazy on defense. So maybe leave it alone. Bane's been hot. He's on a little heater right now. He could easily drop 9 points today. Yeah, I'm good on the Magic, man. Tristan was playing so well during that 4-game stretch when Caro went down. And then now he's going through it, man. 0-4. He is 0-5 from 3 in his last 2 games. And he was shooting really well from 3 during that 4-game span. Maybe today is the day he gets out of that. Yeah. Okay. Hornets, Knicks. All right. Hear me out on this. They've been top 2 since Wemby. Top 2 for what, Jimmy? Defense or overall net rating? Everyone is a go for the Hornets except Trey Mann and Brandon Miller again, right? So see the same lineup we saw last game. And these teams played each other not too long ago. Yeah, on the 26th. LaMelo had 5 fouls. Lost out on some run. Defense. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, like not having Castle is big, though. I feel like his Castle, yeah, he would foul a lot, but that's just because he's so aggressive on defense. But he was definitely their best on-ball defender, perimeter for sure. Yeah, Ball is a shell of himself, man. He's gonna wake up at some point, or is it when he goes on a new team, fresh start? I don't know, but he finally cracked 30 minutes. They've been limiting him because of that ankle issue, and also he's just been in foul trouble a lot, man. He's had back-to-back games with 5 fouls. He had 5 fouls in that same Knicks matchup. If you want, take his 2.5 personal foul prop on PrizePicks. Knicks are average on drawing fouls, but we know Brunson can draw fouls for sure. I mean, he just had 5 out against them. Yeah. It's always just scary with Brandon Miller being out. If LaMelo decides to just go black hole. I feel like one of these games, we're going to see like a 25 field goal attempt from him. But another thing that scares me about his under is the Knicks. Their spot up shooting defense is really bad. Bottom 2, bottom 3 and 3-point defense to the backcourt too. Under 16.5 field goal attempt. Yeah. Knicks, what the run? I mean, yeah, Knicks are bottom 4 in pace, so it's less shots going up. See, last game against the Nets, it kind of made sense he didn't do good because the Nets focus so much on pick and roll ball handlers and defense, and they're like the number 1 defense versus point guards right now because of that. That's why I liked his under, and we took his under in that game. He had 14 assists. They were just trapping him off when he would roll. Yeah, man, I don't know. It just scares me because we know Melo can just be a chuck at any moment. I know you look at the Nets and he's like, oh, he only took 9 shots, but again, it's because it's the Nets, it's their style of defense, and as a result, he was passing it off more. He had 14 just not too long ago against the Knicks, and Brandon Miller played in that game, and he had 5 fouls, so he lost out on a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Seems a little risky, man. Points could work, maybe. Now, hear me out on this. This guy, Andre, talk to me about your boy, because you follow college basketball, and I don't as much as you do. Actually, yeah, I don't have time. I can only follow so much basketball, but Sion James, man, how was this guy drafted? Are you there, Andre? He is not there. Or he's muted. Anyway, this guy is awful. I don't know if you guys watched him play. Against the Raptors, 25 minutes, 0 points, 0 of 4. Followed it up next game, 23 minutes, 0 of 4, 1 point. This dude, I mean, he's just doing straight cardio, man. 30 minutes in overtime, 2 points, 1 of 5. You play 30 minutes, you have 2 points. This is Tony Snell level. And he's not rebounding. Playing 30 minutes and getting like 3 rebounds. I took his 3.5 rebound under last night, and then massive juice came in after that. But I took a stab at a 10.5 PR under. Now the only problem, he just played them, right? Brandon Miller played in that game. He played 26 minutes. He had 4 points, 2 rebounds. But again, most of his shots, he's just going to shoot a 3 ball, and they're going to leave him open. Teams are giving him Draymond treatment. So he could get lucky, man. He could hit 2 threes and it's cooked. But I'll take my chances, man. This guy is not it by any means. Bronny is greater than Sion James. Yeah. Underrated said he is muted. Gosh, this guy is bad. I don't even know how he played a year at Duke because I looked. He went from Tulane to Duke. Anyway, it is a decent matchup for him though, but not on the glass. Both these teams are really good rebounding teams. Hornets, one of the best rebounding teams because of Kalkbrenner and Diabate. Yeah, Hornets top 2 in offensive rebound allowed. They're not allowing offensive rebound. 4th overall in rebounds. They're allowing top 2 in rebounds for centers. Like second least rebounds allowed to centers. So I wanted to take Cat on a back-to-back. I wanted to take his under rebound, but then I saw Mitch Robb was ruled out, and I was like, I can't do it. It's 12.5. And there's juice on the under 12.5. But if you look, whenever Mitch Robb is out, he's getting that in over half the games. So he just fall into those rebounds. Even though like the Hornets are a good rebounding team and don't allow offensive rebounds, like he could just get there. Ball bounces his way, so I might not do it. He had 10 rebounds against them recently, but Mitch Rob played in that game. So but yeah, his rebounding the last 2 games has definitely declined. Sure, but a lot of that's like whenever Mitch Rob is playing side by side with him, and then Josh Hart playing more minutes now too. That's definitely getting to his rebounds. So yeah, I feel like the Knicks is always like Brunson either goes to a slump, and then Cat goes off for a few games, and then it flips, right? And then it's like Cat goes through a slump, and Brunson goes off for a stretch of games, and that's what we're seeing here, right? Like Brunson had these stretch of games, like 5 or 6 games where he was just popping off, and then Cat wasn't doing shit, and now it's the opposite. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's another good spot for Cat, especially with the 3-point shooting and free throws. But again, back on a back-to-back. What do you guys think? Rory got me the other night with the cardio game. Oh man, cardio games. That's the most frustrating thing when you have a guy who's over and he's just getting his cardio in. I feel you on that, man. He used to do that to me a lot back in the day. Was Bam, and that's why he's like always been one of my nemesis. Notorious for being in a prime matchup back in the day, like back when Jimmy Butler days, and he would just sit there and just do straight fucking cardio. Never liked him since. Clippers Hawks. Brunson hurt me last night. That bum. J. Cole. Yeah. I don't know, man. Choosing between him and Cat, it kind of feels like the Tatum JB dilemma of the past, right? I don't know. I just never really played the Knicks at all. So, but yeah, Mikal has been playing well lately too. So I don't know. Might just stay away, man. Might just stay away. I am gonna get in on some Sion James unders though. I think that's about it. I mean, it's a great matchup on paper for Khan, but he played so bad in that last meeting. I think it was just off night for him. Probably his worst shooting night besides OKC. Actually, it was his worst shooting. 0-7 from 3. But on paper, spot up shooting, bottom 2 for the Knicks. Catch and shoot, bottom 3. 10 and 15 players similar to his position hit their point line.
Kevin Gates is here.
What's up, Kevin Gates? Michael Gates. You got any interest in flag this time?
I like calling him Kevin Gates, but yes.
Oh yeah, we'll
wants
flag.
He wants to make fun of me and flag again. Let's see how it
Flag
goes.
has been balling. Flag's been balling.
He actually has. Amazing.
Yeah, this could be a bounce back. Like whenever you see teams play each other this close together in time, I always feel like you see the opposite a lot of the times. More so than now. It's like player played like shit the first meeting, then the second meeting, they do the opposite and pop off. Right? Like for example, Eamon Thompson against the Jazz back-to-back games was absolutely horrible. That first game, made like 2 field goals. Then he came out next day, same matchup, and went black hole and was the leading scorer, him and Sengun. So, but yeah, rebound unders are tempting me here, man. Some interesting ones. I think one of the Hornets bigs definitely can go under the rebounds here. And then either Hart or Cat could definitely go into the rebounds in this matchup, especially on a back-to-back. But again, Mitch Rob being out, probably stay away. Clippers Hawks. This game I'm definitely interested in. Clippers, man, how bad is their defense, bro? Oh my God, they have to be one of the worst 3-point defenses I've seen in a long time. The Heat were going wild against them from 3. They're just too old. They can't cover ground, get out on the perimeter. So we got to like 3-point props here. Luke Kennard, revenge game. Then only going to play about 15, 17 minutes. He can knock down the threes. But my boy Vit has best game of the season against the Clippers. He went 8 of 10 from 3. But keep in mind, NAW was out that game. So he played 30 minutes. He's not going to play that. I mean, he's going to probably play same like Kennard, like around 18 minutes. But I can get down with his all threes or his points here, man. 1.5 3-point made or 5.5 points for just a low line sweat. I'm sure Jalen Johnson's going to be pretty popular for his 3-point shooting here because he's been on fire from 3. And Clippers bleed threes. So I don't want to trust Jalen for his 3-point shooting, though. That's for damn sure. I mean, NAW is the most straightforward play. This line just feels high at 20.5. I know he's been getting it done, but oof. And his 3-point, it's like 2.5, like massive juice. 2.5 threes, maybe. He didn't play in that last meeting against the Clippers. It was a perfect matchup for him, though. Dead last against 3-point shooting to his position. Clippers. Dead last. Yeah, look at all the players. Clear their point line similar to his position, play type. 7 of 8 players.
J-Man says JJ over everything or what? Sir Lazado says, thinking about yesterday's podcast, I took James Harden PRA under this morning.
Oh, yeah. I'm still with it. I just hope, like, because they're having a lot of turmoil right now in that organization. Obviously, they let Chris Paul go last night. The owner's been vocal, and Ty Lue's been coming out and saying stuff. Like, I just hope they didn't have like some strong curfew and management last night, team meetings, and he did not hit the clubs. But we'll see, man. He torched the Hawks in LA in that November 10th game. I'm just kind of worried, man. Like, one of these times they have to respond, but maybe they just can't because of their personnel and their age. I don't know, man. John Collins returns to ATL as well. Is this his first time back in Atlanta? No. I forgot he was on the Jazz for a while. Oh, I remember this game. This was a game, his first game, and he did nothing. Johnny C. Yeah, I like NAW. I mean, JJ, I get it, man. I still got a sour taste in my mouth from that Wizards game from J-May. Who's reffing? For the Clippers? John Global. He's fair. He's very fair. Yeah, he's really fair. that Wizards game, I'll never forget that, man. I know I got to let it go. Got to have a short-term memory. But what a disgusting game. Yeah. I get it, though. I like NAW for scoring and three-point shooting. I like Bit and Kennard for lower line sweats. And then I like Dyson for his playmaking here. Clippers allowed the most assists to point guards, and that's because they're getting burned from the catch-and-shoot three ball. Straight assist conversion. So Dyson will be the one to go there. Yeah, the most assists. Almost 10 assists per game to the point guard Clippers are allowing. I think he had 8 in that matchup. What do you have? 8. Yeah. Lions 5.5, juice on the over. I feel a little bit better about 4.5. If you are going to be eating juice, I'd rather just take it down. Because he lands on 5 a lot. But yeah, I think his assists make a lot of sense here. Joe said the PTSD is warranted. Yeah, man, that was the kind of game that just sticks with you for a while. I mean, going against one of the worst defense in the league, and you have your worst game of the season by far, like not even close. But yeah, I mean, it's a good spot for his perimeter shooting. It's just like, over the years, I never trust Jalen for his outside shooting. I trust him for his transition scoring and his like slashing and aggressiveness to the basket, but his outside shooting is one thing I never trusted in the past. So can he sustain this? We'll see. I mean, this is a matchup where he could, for sure. For sure. But it's also weird that he's at 1.5 threes and he's been crushing that last 3 games, and the bookies, a lot of these books are putting they're almost like price shopping, trying to get people to come bet on their site for the line. Feels trappy. It's like, bet online, I'm gonna do minus 125, or everyone else does like minus 130. But really, based on the matchup, it's the best 3-point shooting matchup, and how well he's been shooting from 3. I feel like the juice, if anything, should be like minus 150, minus 160 for the over. But I don't know, man. The bookies, it's kind of one of those things that the bookies kind of know it's like right there on the edge. It's not a slam dunk, and they're trying to get people to come shop on their site, right? He went 0-3 against them on the 10th, for what it's worth. So yeah. My boy Angry texted me for 3 hours that night. Oh yeah, in the Discord, man, we were going off about him too, for sure. But yeah, all in play with how bad the Clippers defense is, for sure, man. Anything else in that? Clippers running very slow pace, second slowest pace. What are the Hawks running nowadays? Without Trae Young, still top 8. Okay. I don't know. I think Chris Paul was butting heads with James Harden too. There's been reports coming out that like Chris Paul was not happy with the management, how players were handling stuff like practices and things like that. It sounds like, I don't know. And then James Harden didn't play the entire second half, and then the next game or next day or 2 days later, Chris Paul's gone. Just seems weird, man. It makes me just not want to touch any Clippers right now. Like, what if Chris Paul being gone is wakes him up and motivates him? I don't know. If he was bad, negative energy in the locker room. I don't know. Something had me going on to cut one of your former players who's that famous and who wanted to retire. of the team. So, yeah. Kings and Rockets, man. What do you guys think about the Bucks Pistons, man? That should be a good game. I think. I mean, yeah, we'll get to that. Although we'll get to Giannis. Talk about there's some other turmoil going on. Rockets and Kings, and smash spot for KD and Sengun for sure. Jabari too. Kings have been getting cooked inside the paint by his centers. Yeah, right in the paint, second to last, man. Absolutely cooked. Dead last against post up. That's Sengun's bread and butter. Bottom 5 and 10 feet of the basket. Sengun coming off a strong back-to-back games against Utah. But he's another one that's hard to trust, man. Sometimes he talk about cardio. Sometimes he just does cardio out there, but it's a good matchup, man. It's a good matchup. Also, I mean, the Kings are giving up everything: rebounds, assists. They're dead last against his position. They're allowing the third most assists. Top 7 in pace. That's good for assists and rebounds. Bottom 5 in rebounds. I mean, it's a great PRA spot. But do the Kings hang with them? I've seen the Kings get blown out so much this year, and it's in Houston. 15.5 point spread. I can't trust the Kings. No. And then if you do first half, you got to worry about KD, Amen, or Jabari, all those guys, Black Holen. That's one thing is like Sengun's first half is never reliable. I think I'm good on him, man. So, yeah, he just doesn't get his first half at all. I think we'll stay away, but on paper it makes sense. Maybe his first quarter it was 3.5 points. Is it still 3.5? Okay, bumped all the way to 5.5. Last night they only offered the 3.5, but I could get down with the 3.5 as a safe, like somewhat safe alt play. Yeah. Okay.
First quarter and safe. I never heard before.
I know, but it's 2 buckets for a guy in a prime matchup, man. If he doesn't do it, then he'd be forever in the tomb.
You got a couple questions on here too.
What's up, Brandon? He said, I felt Harden gave up. Yeah, I did read. He did come out and say that, like, things are not good right now. And he's not happy. He did say that. I mean, you should just go back to the Rockets, man. Go back with reunite with KD, and he loves it. The clubs in Houston, man. He said they're the best besides South Beach and ATL. So took Porter Jr. 3-point attempts. Friend said, "Yeah, is he gonna play, man? That injury it didn't look good for him in that last game." So let's get to that game. He's having back spasms.
Ayo's here.
He balled. He went hard in that against the Wizards, right? But he definitely is affecting Rollins for sure since being back. It's killing Rollins' PRA. We got to wait on the news, man. I think if he's out, then I would go to Rollins' free throw attempt. I like that, and Giannis' free throw made. It's only on Underdog. PrizePicks is not offering Giannis. But he's crushed his free throw made historically every time against the Pistons. And then Rollins, they had his free throw attempt as a demon prop. But I only like this if KPJ is out. 2.5. I feel like Pistons. I think he can get there, man. Do they have it because they don't have his free throw made, right? No. I want to say they did. I want to say it was 1.5 Goblin. He went 3 or 4 from the free throw line last time against him, but Giannis didn't play in that game. Yeah, Giannis, 10 of 11 last year, 8 of 12, 16 of 17. And it's all 3 games against the Pistons. Pistons, second most fouls. You know that, right? Behind the Pacers. The refs, we got Mr. Catfish himself, Tony Brothers. And then Rodney Mott. He calls a lot of fouls, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he does. Top 3. And as a crew, too. And that's what he is today. Yeah, top 3. Yeah. This game could be a foul fest, guys, because both these teams are top 3 in fouls and free throw attempts allowed. Detroit's 2 and the Bucks are 3. So I like the free throws here for Giannis. Rollins, if KPJ's out. If KPJ's in, consider his free throws. And then on Detroit side, Duran, man. PrizePicks, let's see if it's still here. They took away my other one. Oh, it's here. Okay, 5.5 free throw attempt, which is nice because it's not the best free throw shooter. On Underdog, it's 5.5 free throw made. Heavy juice on the under, though, but still, I feel like it's a little bit of value getting the free throw attempt at the same line on PrizePicks. And he's been getting to the line like crazy this year. And I think that's why his scoring has gone up so much. This year, he is averaging, let's see, I feel like it's a lot compared to his previous years. Let's see how many free throw attempts per game he's averaging. He is averaging 7.1. 7.1. That's over double what he was averaging his last 2 years. He was averaging around 3 per game. Now he's at 7.1. And his line is 5.5. So we're getting like over 1.5 his average against a team that fouls third most, right? And we don't need him to make it. We just need him to get fouled 3 times. He needs to get fouled 3 times during. This year against them, he went 5 of 8 from the free throw line. About 3 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So that one feels pretty good, man. I was thinking about Steven Adams' rebounds, but I'm going to stay away from the whole game. Steven Adams' rebounds definitely make sense, though. Like the Kings giving up so much rebounds. Stay away from the game. Yeah, the Kings, man. I've been burned twice by blowouts. Kings getting blown out and guys just losing minutes.
Ren's funny with that one. He said he played what's his name? Damn, now I lost it. But
KPJ.
KPJ's threes, but then he was like, "Damn, I played his free throws instead on accident." I think is what he meant.
I mean, the free throw attempts definitely make sense for sure. J. Cole, Detroit, yeah, man, Detroit. They're like the old Detroit. Ben Wallace, man,
love it.
This defense is legit. Some chatter about Cade rebounds. What do you think? Doe, I tend not to play guard rebounds. I tend not to play rebounds in general.
Smart man.
Dude, I tell you what, man. These stat keepers this year are tripping, man. Like, I don't know if you guys notice, for people who play rebounds, they will take rebounds away all the time and within the game, like the next quarter. And I'll go back and I'll look at the video box score, and it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of ambiguity between like when a guy tips a rebound to his teammate. I've seen the past where that counts. The rebound goes to the guy who tipped it to the teammate. I've seen it where it's the guy that receives the tip. It just seems like some gray area there, and that's a lot of times when they're removing rebounds. If you see your player lose a rebound, it's happened so much this season now, I feel like, more so than ever. Max Christie over alt rebounds. No accident, free throw is killer. Yeah. Cade rebounds, we can look at it, man. We can look at it. Bucks like top 10 on the season? What about the last 15 games? Nope. I'm looking at rebounds allowed to point guard. Last 7 games. Nope. Okay. Yeah, still the Mavs and the Heat giving out the most rebounds to the backcourt. Court. Rebounds are random though, man. But yeah, Cade's a good rebounder. So what is it? 5.5? Heavy juice on the over. You gotta eat the juice. Gotta eat the juice. Yeah, I'm liking this Duran free throw attempt, man. You just gotta stay aggressive. Don't get in foul trouble against Giannis. That's another thing. He picks up early fouls, loses out on minutes. Because Giannis. But yeah, PrizePicks is not offering it. All right? Maybe they will. 6.5 on Underdog, though. You can even alter it if you want. Because how bad of a free throw shooter he is. But speaking of Giannis, the news coming out like he deleted all on his social media, everything Bucks related. For what that's worth. So everyone's...
What the heck? That's weird.
Trade rumor galore going on around him. Yeah. 6.5 is normal line against a team that's fouling second most, man. Makes sense. I think personal foul props. I wonder, have you guys ever tried to like stack personal fouls with free throws? And does it reduce the payout? Like if you do like a positive correlation? I never tried it. Like for instance, let's pick a Buck player against Duran. Do we even have a Bucks guy? Just Giannis? I don't want a demon though. I'll have to play around with that. I'm curious. Yeah, see, they're smart. They're not offering any other Bucks player personal foul prop because they know. And Troy is top 5 in drawing fouls. So because of Cade and because of Duran. And then Cade, yeah, his 5.5 free throw maybe could be in play too, but I like the Jalen's attempt here. Is there anything else in that game? Yeah, that's it. Max Christie over alt rebounds. Men said, okay, we can go to that game. Or we skipped a game. No, we didn't skip one. All these, just 3 games at the 8 o'clock. Nets Bulls. I always attack Vooch, man. And Clax is having one of his better seasons this year. Cooled off lately, though. But I think a lot of it's matchup. Couldn't ask for a better matchup here. Bulls dead last near the rim. Dead last within 10 feet of the rim. Yeah, Clax all day, every day for me. I think a safe prop for him is if you need like a pair or something to pair with a play you really like. The 9.5 points. He's gotten that 80% of his games, 16 out of 20. He can hold his points down to 9.5. And then I'm considering doing his first half PRA or fantasy as well. Probably PRA.
Emerson's here, Degens for life. Fuck you, PrizePicks, he says. He calls PrizePicks scumbags. That's mean.
Oh man, but the Bulls are giving up a ton of blocks and steals of centers. Yeah, I might take a stab at that first half fantasy.
Bhutan Bet says Booker's out, calf strain. Did you know that?
Booker?
Yeah.
D-Book?
D-Book, it must be.
It was a groin strain, right? I thought it was groin.
Ren says we need Ivy off the minutes restriction as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with some clocks here, man. First, what's his full game fantasy? It's only a 7.5 point spread. And I'm telling you, Nets, they hang with teams, man. They lose all their games, but they hang. They don't get blown out that often, right? I feel like they don't. I have big 17, 13, 10. I mean, it's reasonable margins, right? Point spreads. There's one game they lost by 36. All the other ones is less than 20. So, can we just go to his full game fantasy? Yeah, I think if you want his fantasy, I think that makes the most sense because his first half fantasy is 19.5. So much better value for the full game. But I'm probably gonna use him as like a pairing square for other plays I like. That 9.5 points. Like I said, 80% hit rate on that. And great matchup. Great matchup. But I mean, it's good for the rebounding too. Here, because the Bulls are the centers, man. They're what, second most rebounds allowed. His rebounding can be weird though, man. Can be weird. Yeah, so I mean, if you want access to the, you have to do the PRA or the fantasy, it's just so high because the matchup. Back to what I was saying about the Nets, the way they play point guards. Number one against pick and roll, right? Number one. Look at the point guards. None of them get the point line. 2 of the 15. I mean, so what I wanted here, I wanted Trey Jones. He was at 14.5 points last night. Why is he at 12.5 now? Wow. Talk about a bump, guys. He was 14.5 last night. I was taking the under. Yeah, all he does is run the pick and roll. It's a major bump, and then he's a midday downgrade. He just popped up on the injury report as questionable, so he might not even play. But if he does play, that 14.5 feels good. If he's not 100%, feels good. Want to go under on Giddey points? A little scary if Trey Jones and Kobe White are out. A little scary. I mainly wanted Trey Jones under. That sucks. Sorry, guys. The 14.5 felt really good. Can alt it up on Underdog always. That's a good alt under. If he doesn't play, then just voids, right? But if he plays, he's playing injured, not 100%. Wow, last night I got it at 18.5, 0.68. Now it's 15.5. That sucks. What the hell happened? It's not like Kobe White got rolled in or anything, right? I guess just maybe the injury news. Obviously, MPJ is going to chuck. But the Bulls are like average on perimeter defense. They're mainly getting cooked inside. He's not shooting that much inside, so. Clowney shoots from the perimeter as well. Dameron Sharp could be interesting here. Okay. Anything else? Yes, for the Bulls. I'm probably gonna stay away from the Bulls. But all I have is the Trey Jones under, but he got nerfed to the ground, man. Heat Mavs. Someone brought up Max Christie, and then I got to get out of here in 10 minutes. I got a hard out. Yes, growing. Sorry. Typo. No worries. Futon bets. We need IVF minutes restriction. Yep. What's up, Emerson? Max Christie. What do you say? Alt. You said RA. Is that what you said?
Oh, rebounds.
Oh, all rebounds. Because the Heat, right? What's the alt at? 1.5? Because his line is 2.5.
We know Ren loves Max Christie. Bias.
What's his?
Ren, you love Max Christie. Can you tell us why?
Oh, you're saying alt because it's like his normal line is a goblin because it's juiced on it over. Okay. Shoot, the 1.5.
He gets there.
It's fucking better, man. I don't know. And look at this. Back-to-back games, 2 rebound chances. He converted on both rebound. That's scary. Back-to-back games, 2 rebound chances. But the Heat run the fastest pace. I get it. I will say that ever since Hero's been back, though, I feel like the rebounding in the backcourt's been a little bit different lately, man. Maybe I'm tripping. I know K didn't get his rebounds. There's someone else they played recently with Hero back. Oh, Harden didn't get his, but he didn't play much. Yeah, K didn't get his. I don't know how much of the backcourt Bucks had. Cooper Flag got his, though. They just play each other. And he had 5 rebounds. Okay, I see why you're on it then. But he played 30 minutes. Who was out? AD. Why are his minutes all over the place? His minutes range from like 20 to 30. I haven't been tracking the rotation of the Mavs. Wait, wasn't PJ Washington out? No, not for the Heat game. Okay. Is Fox putting up 30 tonight? Great matchup for him, Gerber, for sure, man. But like I said earlier, I just hate playing guys on back-to-backs. We gotta wait for Spurs to drop their official report too. So. Still nothing? Okay, Norm Powell's ruled out, so that's big. That was a big thing we were waiting on for this game. Giannis and his agent have started conversations with the Bucks about his future. There you go. After he deleted all his social media. Okay, so still no Spurs news on that. And then shooting guards. Shooting guards was AD, I believe. Okay. Yeah. I think, did someone say Futon Bets? Yeah, PJ Washington, great rebound spot for him. But he's still questionable. I don't know how serious his injury is. Yeah, it's good. Definitely good rebound spot. The Flag, man. Balling. 35 and then 24 points.
Come on, Flag. Let's go, baby.
He's consistent on the glass.
Show these non-believers, Big Flag. Show them.
He's not playmaking. But he's working the glass and scoring.
We can't forget he's only 18, J. Cole. He's only 18 now.
Yeah.
18-year-old boy out here in NBA scoring 30. Gotta give him a little something. Can't hate that hard. 18. Boy, 18? Damn. Julian Gerber says his Fox putting up 30 tonight. I don't know if you saw that one yet.
Yeah. I was saying, like, being on the back-to-back, I don't know if I want to play it. We don't know who's in or out for the Spurs yet. You can take a shot on it and hope that, like some of the key Spurs guys sit.
J. Cole says represent Flag. Let's go, J. Cole. J. Cole's going to get a Flag jersey now.
There you go. I had a little degen bet here. It's one of my rules against the Mavs, man. Like, I don't know if you guys watch much Mavs games. I've been trying to catch them here and there when I can. They literally do not allow you to shoot threes. They smother the line, and as a result, they're allowing at least 3-point attempts allowed. If you go through all the guys, these guards who usually shoot a ton of threes, and you go look through the logs when they play the Mavs, it's like season low 3-point attempts. But now I'm a little scared with Powell being out to take the under on Hero. But he just played them a week ago, the Mavs, without Powell. He took 2 threes. 2. 0 of 2. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you're talking about Hero, man. This dude, he's a chuck from 3, right? Like usually 8 to 10 threes. But I I did a DGen bet. I did Davion Mitchell under 2.5 3-point attempt. Am I crazy? I know Powell's out, but Powell's out against the Mavs that week ago, and Davion took 1-3. He was 0 of 1. 0 of 1. He averages on the season 2.7 attempts. A lot of those games were without Tyler Hero. So, yeah, Powell's out, but Tyler Hero's back, right? So, I think he's a good alt candidate on Underdog. If we can alt his threes. Yeah, I would do that. 1.5. Okay. Let's see if we still have his 3-point after that Powell news. Please have bumped it up. They removed it. They removed it. Wow. Yeah, they had 2.5 3-point attempt for him. See if they bring it back. I hope they bring it back juice too. Might consider his points under. And then Hero, I might just leave him alone. I just put Powell up. But Davion, I could get down. Where? 1.5 dunk prop, man. I gotta go with it. Yeah, only thing is like AD is back. But prior, like without AD there, Mavs are giving up like the 5th most dunks. He just played them a week ago. But again, there was no AD. He had 3 dunks. You don't want that. Dallas is still a bad rebounding team. Both these teams are. Ware's first quarter rebound it's really solid. It's at when it's at 1.5 alt. For those looking for just pairs. And did they remove that one too? Wow. Okay.
That sound beans it is 110, sir. Just so you know.
Thank you. And all the props that I was finding for us, they're gone. Yeah, they had them at 1.5 alt line, and they removed it and made it 2.5 demon now. Okay, so never mind on that, guys. Hero's first quarter points under is also interesting. He played Dallas, like I said, a week ago without Powell, 0 points. Minus 130 on the under on FanDuel. He's going to play about 8 to 9 minutes. I like it because like the Mavs are limiting the 3-point shooting, so he's gonna have to make 3 buckets in that 8 minutes. Can he do it? Sure, for sure, but it just feels a little better. You don't have to worry about him hitting 2 threes. So, okay. And then the flag, 13.5 points, man. Someone asked about that. I think with the pace the Heat play at, and AD opening things up for flag now, I think AD is really going to help flag. They can work with each other on the pick and roll, high screen. So I think it's, yeah, I'm with the discount. Whoever asked if we're playing the discount, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. And then wait on the PJ Washington news. And that was the last game, right? We got them all? Is that it? Yeah, right? All right, good. So I have to run. There's like a lot of news we got to wait on today, man.
Jump in the Discord.
Yeah. I'll be back later today after once that news starts to come in. But I wrote some stuff down for the time being, and I'll share it with the Discord. It looks like a lot of stuff is getting removed, so and it's gonna happen all day with the news coming in too. So might be one of those days. It's just good to not enter anything right now and just wait on all of the news to come in, or you're gonna have to roll the dice and hope it lands your way on the news side.
Link in the description. 7-day free trial.
Emerson, new NBA news is worth the wait. It is, man. It is. You get burned a lot if you impatient and play something, and then guys rolled in or out that affects your play. So yeah, there's a lot of. I feel like every game has key news you're waiting on, except the Rockets and Kings and. And the Hornets and Knicks. That's it. All the other games have pending news. Yeah,
that's okay.
Every single game has.
If you're in the Discord, you're walking around minding your own business, la 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 la, and then you get that nice notification that says, "Play this quick." I'm saying, jump in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, missing out.
With it.
That hard out is looking soft.
Huh?
Your hard out's looking soft. You're soft out now.
No, I'm just always being late and having to explain it. Oh, nice, solid 5 games. I'm loving this schedule. Where the size of the slates each day. Jazz Nets. That should be a great one. Cool, guys. All right. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for sure. Oh, sorry. Before we leave, I got something for you.
Soft out.
Aussie's been on break.
Yes.
EuroLeague as well.
EuroLeague goes crazy tomorrow.
Yeah, it goes crazy tomorrow. I got some plays for that. It was announced not too long ago that Little Foxwell is ruled out for Phoenix, as well as Lewis. Little Foxwell was the main point guard. Him and Sobi would split the ball handling duties, but Foxwell is the primary ball handler, playmaker. And Angus Glover, underrated favorite player, would sub in for Foxwell. And it would be Sobi and Foxwell and Glover running the offense when Foxwell was on the bench. So I gotta imagine that Glover starts. Maldonado is back, but I think they're gonna want to have him continue to run the second unit. So yeah, I think Angus Glover should move into the starting lineup. And I think his points are live. He's going against the Hawks, who allow the most threes. And what does Angus Glover, the Red Rocket, do? All he does is shoot threes, bro. So he's at his normal line, 11.5 points when he was coming off the bench, playing role player minutes. And now he should get an uptick in minutes, uptick in shot volume, and start. So I think his points are live. I think Wes Wandu, I think his points PRA are live. Look out for his assists. He's actually, I know when we think of him when he was in the NBA on the Magic, like not as a playmaker, but in NBL, he actually ball handles quite a bit and playmakes. So look on Dabble, look for his assists, and write this down because I'll forget. Dabble has weird lines sometimes, kind of weird assist lines like that. I would definitely be interested in his assists. Look out for Maldonado's assists. That's all he does is playmake, and he should get an uptick in playmaking with Foxwell out. Those are what I would look for in Dabble. But yeah, I think Glover, Rwandu definitely live here with Foxwell. Because Foxwell would count for a lot of shots too, playmaking. Sobi, you could consider his assist, but Maldonado being back will definitely eat into that, depending how much they overlap. And that's all I got for that. And then on EuroLeague, do we have EuroLeague? MTA, they don't have it. Great. Oh, and he's now has a multiplier. But Zulis Tabulis been balling. He's going to uptick some minutes. And MTA is one of the worst defenses. But I usually attack guards versus MTA. And of course, Underdog is not offering it right now. But look out for Sylvain Francisco points. I'm hoping it's around 15.5. But every guard cooks MTA. Like every single guard. Carson Edwards, Mike James both dropped 30 plus on them, and Francisco's been balling, super consistent, and yeah, he should go off tomorrow. Lower line would be Azulis though, and then swinging Mike James, point guards crush Paris. So give me Mike James points if it's not too high. I haven't even looked at the lines. I just looked at the matchups. I don't even see. They don't even have Mike James. Here it is. And they don't even have Mike James on Underdog. See how they do that, man? The guys you want are not on the board.
I think it's
you can find them in the book.
I think it's bookies in general because they didn't have Francisco either this morning. I'm looking right now, but I'm pretty sure they don't. MTA. Yeah, I think it's all. Oh no, he's there. My bad. 17.5. Ooh wee.
Get the who?
Francisco. Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing 16.5 on Bet365.
17.5 plus 100, but yeah, it's here. Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully, if kind of prices, I'm hoping for. Hopefully, we get the 16.5 line then. I think it's still playable. And then what is Mike Jones? 17.5. See,
yep.
The matchup. It's all about the matchups. Paris and MTA give up the most points to the backcourt, so totally makes sense. Those are two good matchups, and then I would consider Uturu or Motley versus Asphalt. Either one of their points in that matchup. But I got to catch up. I'm going to wait till there's going to be a lot of news tomorrow since.
You can try. You want to try to stream earlier tomorrow? Or you got something going on?
Yeah, I can stream earlier tomorrow. What time is the first game?
It's early.
10?
I think it's like 9. Bad. Is it 10? No, I can see 9:15.
What is it? Is this giving me Central or Mountain Time then?
I don't know. Props Builder says 9:15 is that game. Real Madrid. Real Madrid. I see 9:15, 10, 10:30, 11.
Yeah. Okay. I don't care about that
11:45. There's a lot of games.
Unless there's some crazy news, I don't really care about that game. Unless like I said, unless there's crazy news. I care about the first game being the 10 a.m. the Zalgiris. And
you trying to get on at 9:30? We'll talk about it in the morning if you want, or tonight.
We'll see if I can get back here in time. Yeah. But okay. Now I'm officially late, so now I got to go for real.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys. Aussie plays 2 games tonight. We'll find more plays in the Discord, but yeah.
I can't play another grown man named Angus.
You got to get on some Angus, man. You got to.
Can't play another grown man named Angus. All right, get out of here.
All right, later, guys.